everyone, I'm doing this video because number one, it was requested, and number two, when I was going through all of this, I non-stop looked at many videos and many blogs to find anyone who had sort of the same sort of experience as me. The other thing is with back pain is not really sort of associated with young people, and I want to show that, you know, young people do get it. And if you are a youth or young person or a teenager, you are not alone. It does happen, because I remember when I do go into hospital to get my surgery, which we'll go into later, I mean, I'm just surrounded by older people, and that's fine. It's just, it feels a little bit isolating. You're sort of like, oh, why me? Also, vegans promote this idea that, you know, once you go vegan, veganism fixes everything, and you know, as long as your diet's good, everything will be good. And you know, sometimes that's just not the case, and I don't want to give anyone, you know, false hope that if you do go vegan, your mystery illness will go away too. So my mystery illness started when I was in year 5, so when I was around 11. Basically, I would get pain in my upper back. It's just between the shoulder blades, and I would wake up fine, I'd wake up great, and then a couple of hours after waking up, I'd get this really severe back pain, and it would not, once I had it, it would not go until I fell asleep that night. Like, it just, once it happened, nothing could sort of stop it. And it was basically, think of burning, like it's this massive sort of fire, I guess you could say, almost like electricity is hitting your upper back. And the only thing that'll put out the fire is if you add more heat on top of it. It's really bizarre, but I would always used to carry around a heat pack with me, like almost 24/7. I'd be with this heat pack. I even had a name for him. His name is Wilbur, and I used him so often to help with the pain that I even started burning my skin on my back. Like, that was how bad the pain was, is I'd rather, you know, the pain of burning my skin than the actual back pain itself. And, you know, if we fast forward many years ahead, when I reached my final doctor, when he first saw my back, the first thing he said was, "You've been using a heat pack, haven't you?" Because he could see literally, like, it had scarred from all the burning, and it was awful. It's literally debilitating. Like, I feel so sorry for people who have anything wrong with their back, because it's linked literally to everything. Like, I remember even getting like pains in my ribs because my upper back is linked to my ribs, and it was awful. By the time I was around 15, I was getting it. I would be lucky if I got it 6 days a week. I was pretty much getting it every single day. It was just terrible, even psychologically. And I couldn't really move. I couldn't get out there and be active because obviously I had this huge weight on my shoulders. So in year 9, when I was 15, we started saying, it's a little past growing pains, let's see what other doctors can do about it. So we went to other doctors. No one could really figure it out. I went from doctor to doctor. I did many scans, many MRIs, many x-rays, and all of those were clean, which is like, it's sort of like this mystery illness. Like, I'm fine. I am, you know, it seemed like everything was fine, which was what was so frustrating to me. So they thought I had Sherman's disease, which is like a developmental disorder of the spine. At one point they thought I had juvenile arthritis in my spine. Then they thought it was nerve problems. So this one doctor just kept going from medication to medication to medication, trying to find a drug that would help. to the point where we got to Lyrica, which is a drug meant for people who have epilepsy. So that was like quite an intense drug, and that's just to show like how desperate I was. So once all that failed, we tried other things, like we went to the physio, we went to the osteopath, we went and did Chinese medicine, we went and did acupuncture. Nothing helped. Literally nothing helped. And it's depressing, and if you've been there, oh man, my heart goes out to you. And at this point I was sort of giving up. I was just like, you know, maybe this is just, you know, what I have to live with. And at that point, at the time where I gave up, I made sort of 2 life goals. Number 1, meet someone who had what I had, this mystery. Like, I just even wanted a name for it so I could Google it, but I didn't, you know. So I just wanted to meet someone who had the exact same issue as me, and we could just talk about our struggle and how awful it is. I just wanted someone to relate to. And the second goal was that I could fix it by my wedding day. Okay, so I gave up just for then, but I said obviously I'm going to, you know, readdress it later. Like a couple of years later, I went and saw my last doctor. As I said before, you know, he took one look at my back and he was like, oh, there's a lot of scarring here from the burning you've been doing. You must be in serious pain. And he said, right, that's it. You've tried what you've tried all the options that you've had. Let's do something different. So he didn't really try to come up with a name for what I had, because he realized, you know, I've really tried. So instead he tried to come up with a solution, which I think is really smart. So based on my symptoms, which is, you know, this feeling of burning and electricity, he said it's probably nerve related. So what we'll do is we'll try a radiofrequency neurotomy. I think in the States they call it a radiofrequency ablation, something. I don't know. What that is it's a procedure where you go to sleep, and the surgeon will heat the affected nerves up to approximately 90 degrees for an extended amount of time. And what that does is it sort of interrupts the signal between that nerve that's saying, I'm in pain for whatever reason, but it interrupts that signal to my brain. So, like, I could be in pain right now, but my brain doesn't know it, sort of thing. The thing with this surgery is it is temporary, because the myelin sheath does regenerate over time. So if you're lucky, you know, people can last around a year and a half without anything, without a repeat surgery. I lasted about maybe 10 months, which is fine. That's sort of about average. And it just means you need to repeat the surgery. But the thing is, with my case, is my doctor will only do a maximum of 6 nerves at a time. And unfortunately, I have 8 affected nerves, so he's got to split it up into 2 surgeries. So essentially, I've got 2 surgeries every year, and the procedure's totally fine. It's just a minor thing, maybe 48 hours recovery. It's totally fine. You know, at least I have something, you know, it's just amazing to me that my back is fixed, and it's amazing people lived like this their whole life. You know, you're so lucky. You are so lucky if you've got, you know, a back, you know, like this. I can't believe you feel like this every single day of your life. That's amazing. So basically every year I get 2 surgeries done around December, so I'm about to have my next 2. But he said that this isn't forever. He is doing stem cell research for a more permanent solution. So I'm just sort of holding out for that, and I can't wait till enough research is done so that that is available to me. But yeah, the thing that I wanted everyone to take out of this, if you're watching this and you've got back pain or some mystery illness, you, my friend, are not alone. I have been there. I know how psychologically devastating it is, how physically devastating it is. It really affects everything, even just going out, you know, which might be a pleasurable experience for most people, is literally torturous for yourself. I know it's hard, and that's why I wanted to make this video, to show you that even young women can get upper back pain, like severe upper back pain and mystery illnesses, and I know it's really hard. So I guess my tips are to hang in there. If you've got to give up for a little bit, give up and just give yourself time to accept what you have. But then don't stay in that spot. Make sure you are. You know, if you're going to doctor, don't you dare stop. Don't stop, because the position that you are in right now can't be forever. Okay, it's not acceptable for it to be your forever, because you deserve a lot more than to be in pain your whole life. So keep seeking that solution, and if the universe doesn't have that solution right now, perhaps in the future it will. So hang in there. Well, I hope you enjoyed this weird video. I know it probably won't get many views, but for the views that it does get and for the people it does reach, thank you for watching. And if you are in pain, I sympathize with you, because I know how hard it is. And yeah, thank you for watching this video. Subscribe for more content, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.